2, 3, let's go!
Hey guys, so I want to share something really big that's been happening in my life, and just like that. So recently tomorrow, I'm going to be going to my first ever casting for being a model. So it's pretty crazy, and it's just crazy. But basically I'm going to share like why I'm going and how did I even hear about it, and I just wanted to take you guys along to like how I like my journey basically. So basically, my mom's hairdressing. My mom goes to this hairdresser, and one of the people that work there as well, which my mom knows and is friends with, she saw on his Facebook that there's like a casting going on, and it's called Phxs Fashion Week. So basically, I'm gonna be trying out. Trying out to see if they'll pick me. So basically, you go to this casting, and they're gonna pick 40 people out of the whole casting, which they're called the top 40. And with that, they're gonna, if you get picked in the top 40, then they start grooming you to like just what being a model is. So you have 4 months of that, and then you go and walk a runway and all that. And I'm pretty sure they have activities like when you're a top 40. This is my first time, so I don't really know like the whole detail of the process. So while I'm learning, you guys are learning as well. So yeah, so basically they groom you. Then in October or November, I'm pretty sure it's October, then you go, like I said, the runway, and then they pick model of the year, like boy and girl, and then you get signed to an agency, which is called Agency Arizona. So then you get signed and all that. So yeah, I'm really nervous, excited. Today I took my headshots. I did them here at home. A lot of people get them done professionally, but it's my first time, and we just took them and we edited them. Well, my pops edited them, and yeah, so I'm doing my headshots. I've been practicing my runway walk, and when you're filling out, so basically how you get in it is you fill out a form, which all I put online, which is your first name, your last name, email, an interesting fact about you, and your height, and if you have tattoos anywhere. And obviously I don't have tattoos, but so yeah. And then you just fill it out, and the day of, which is tomorrow, it's around noon, we basically bring our headshot in. I think they have you walk to see like how you walk, and I don't know if they do photo shoots with you, but I know they measure you, I'm pretty sure. Like I've seen this on videos, but nobody really has a video of like what happens there, so that's why I was like, oh, I should make one. So basically, today I'm going to be going to get like my outfit for that, and all they ask you is jeans and a fitted tank top and heels. So yeah, I've been practicing to wear heels because I don't wear heels like every day. I only wore them for my quinceañera, and that's it. So I've been wearing heels and just practicing my walk. So I just want to take you guys around to like see the process of it and just everything I've experienced. So I wanted to quickly show you my heels. So really fun fact, let me put them down. Fun fact. So these heels, ones I just showed you, basically with these heels, my mom gave them to me to use, like not give them to me, but like to borrow them. And I was never really fallen in love with like the shape of everything, if you know what I mean. I don't like fall in love with them. But the reason why I chose those shoes, like why we figured like, oh hey, we should probably. So the reason why we picked these kind of heels, like the flat one, is because my foot is kind of wide, and so like it's uncomfortable to walk in some types of shoes, and this one is like flat at the bottom, you know, not just like an arch. Let me get my other shoes so you guys understand. These ones are the style I wanted, okay? I feel like this is the more modern shoe, if that makes sense, like the one that clasps around your foot. These are what I wore for my quinceañera. And so yeah, see what I mean? Do you guys see the difference? I mean, they're kind of the same height, kind of, but yeah, the difference in like the bottom. Well, see, I wanted to wear, but they're really uncomfortable like to walk, so I was like, do I want to look cute or do I want to walk? Because part of the like casting is you have to walk the runway. So we chose these ones, which these ones are good. The only problem I have with them is my foot. It kind of like, the strap kind of comes off my foot. So But besides that, these are so yeah, these are what I chose for shoes. Okay guys, so it's nighttime now and tomorrow's gonna be the big day. So I'm gonna be doing this like facial thing, not just to my face but to my body. So I'm in the shower right now, I'm about to jump in there, and then I'm gonna put this like mask all over like my legs and my arms. It's called a purifying mint mask and it's by the Herbalife Skin. A lot of the facial products I use are by there and also like by other products. And then when I get out of the shower, I'm going to be putting on some lotion. This is the lotion I'm going to be using. It's just my everyday lotion. And then my aloe gel all over my body with like a night cream. And yeah, I'm going to have a skin routine soon. But I just wanted to update you guys about like what I'm doing the night before.
Even though it's me, you gotta feel me.
So my brother's also trying out, so let me see your headshot. So this is what you want to bring, and then you fill out a form, and then we're gonna get him set up. I just want to show you guys really quick, like you don't get your headshot on the first try. Me and my mom did it at home and we had to do it like so many times, as you can see. So don't worry if it's not perfect the first time, and you can also Google like people's poses. That's what we did, and like different looks you can do. So
and then her pops edited the photos.
Yes,
because you can see the shadows in the background.
Yes.
You can't have shadows if they're homemade.
Yeah, if they're homemade. Even my brother's was taken like not professionally, so he's really good at editing. Hi guys, so as you can see, the modeling weekend is over, and I just wanted to kind of explain some things I learned and what to wear and what to expect, because I know I didn't really get a lot of footage of it, so I'm sorry about that. So I'm going to start with what to wear, okay? So basically when you're on to this casting, I took some notes, by the way, that's why I'm looking down. And you want to wear a black fitted tank top. Okay, so then you're gonna want to wear some fitted blue jeans, just like skinny jeans, any jeans. You shouldn't really wear mom jeans or high water jeans, just like plain skinny jeans. Then you're gonna want to wear some nude shoes. The person that helped us and introduced us to like the Phxs Fashion Week gave some tips, and he said nude shoes. So my shoes were kind of like beige, but they were close to a nude. Like obviously, like if you can't find it, then just use what you have. And then you're gonna want to wear little to no makeup. I wore what I'm wearing right now, so that's basically what I wore, like mascara and light mascara and blush. And then you want to wear a low ponytail, but I didn't wear a low ponytail. I basically like wore my hair straight down. It was straight, it wasn't curled, but I wore it straight down, and I put it up in the last minute when I was about to walk, and that was pretty much it. So that's basically like what you need to wear, like what to wear and all that. Now headshots, as I showed you on the last clip of my brother, his headshots were like right here. So you kind of want to do like that or full body. This casting actually said like what you can do. They said full body or like waist up. Ours was 8x10, like the size of the photo, but I don't know if it like difference from like other castings because it was my first casting, you know what I mean? And so that's pretty much it for headshots. You can bring up to 2. It said like 1 or 2. I brought 2, my brother brought 1. So, and then experience overall, I want to kind of like go through it. Experience overall, I want to kind of like walk you guys through it since I didn't get any clips. I'm so sorry about that. So basically when I got there around like 10, and the casting didn't start till noon. But you want to be there before because nobody really wants to be waiting in the Arizona heat. The guy that gave me advice for the nude shoes, he also gave me advice, like me and my mom advice to like get there early and bring like water and umbrella. But we didn't have to like use our umbrellas because we got there early, but water, yes. So we waited in line for like an hour and a half because we got there in like 10:30, 10:40, and then we had to wait the whole 11 hour, and then noon came. So basically, the place that my casting was at, it was at a mall in Scottsdale. Yeah, Scottsdale. It was in a mall at Scottsdale in a restaurant. So we were waiting outside the restaurant in like a long line, like one of those fast food restaurants. So we're waiting there, and then you wait in there. Then you go in to the building, and then there's a greeter like at the door, like my door. There's like greeter like, hi, how are you? Excited? Yeah, they're pumping you up. And then basically they're like, okay, what's the letter of your first last name, like the first letter of your last name, and then you go to that station of like your first letter. I went there, and they're gonna give you 2 papers, your online registration or your and your parents' permission, because I am under 18, so I had to get a consent form. My parents signed and I signed, which is my mom. And for my brother, he didn't sign up online, so the paper you see in his hand is actually the like registering paper. So basically that's what it was. And then after that, you go to the next station, which is this lady gives you your number. I was number 11. She gives you a number and a pin, and you pin it down, and then she staples those 2 forms that they gave you, your headshots, and that's it. She staples it together. She tells you to walk on. Then this other lady's like, okay, are you ready? You have your number. And I was so nervous. I couldn't pin my number onto my shirt, and she was so nice. She was like, okay, do you need help? She's like, okay. So she did it for me. I was like, this is my first time. I'm really nervous. And she was like, it's okay. The key is to be confident. So if it's your first time, make sure you are confident and that you don't show that you're nervous. That's what she told me. I think I did that well, but I'm not sure. So then you walk to the next station, which is a headshot. They do headshots there. You have 1 chance to make it count. She does a headshot, and then she's like, okay, go ahead and move over to measuring. So now for measuring, you have to take off your shoes. So for girls, it's heels, guys, it's shoes. Then you actually get measured, like your actual height without your shoes. And then they basically mark it on your paper, and some people got it wrong, so they'll just like mark it out and then write the new one. And it's totally okay if you got it wrong. Like a lot of people like where I was at got it wrong, so it's okay. Then you go to the next line, and then once you're there, I was actually lucky enough, I was like the second line, like to like go walk. So I got to watch the first people, and basically this is how it goes. So they count 5 people, so they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, go. So it's 5 people at a time, and so you're waiting. So basically this is how it was. The judges are like right here, and then you're on the side. This is like the front of the room. So then you're on the side. So basically now you're going in a box. So you kind of like turn, and then you go straight back, turn this way box. They just stare at you, so like you guys are the judges. I'm like posing, whatever, like my pose, and then they're like, okay, walk time. So then you're gonna go like back. You go back, and then you get ready to walk. So you do your runway walk, you do your end of the pose, you walk back, you do your runway walk again, end of the pose, and then you walk back. So you have 2 chances to do a runway pose. And when you get to the judges, you want to do like your end of the thing pose, like your little pose, like just like your pose. Mine was like. So then after you go to your so once you go back, you're gonna do the end of the box. You go here, here, and then right here where the judges are. And that was like the nervous part of it, because they're literally like, when you're right here, they're like just staring at you and like writing notes, like not like aggressive, but they're looking at you like. So I was nervous. I was like super nervous. And then you're just like standing there. And then a lady comes up and is like, judges, are you done? And then they're like, yes. And they're like, done looking at us. So then you move on. I got a goodie bag, and basically it was like information of when the Phxs Fashion Week is and an energy drink they had there. And then you leave the building, and then you take a picture like for your memories and keep it. So that was pretty much how it went. Like literally, that's how it went. The whole casting, if you get there early, took about like 10 minutes because of wait time, and then the actual like process, not like 10 minutes of waiting, but like the actual starting of the process took 10 minutes. I was like, oh my god, I'm already walking, like that was so fast. And then some tips I would give you guys. So girls, if you haven't ever walked in heels like me, the only other time I walked in heels was for my quinceañera, and my feet were hurting because I found out like a week before, like for this fashion week. So I had like 4 days to prepare, so I only walked in heels for 4 days. And so if you know this advance, I really say walk in heels, because my heels were so tall. Oh my god, they were so tall. Like when I got finished like walking, I was like wobbling. I was like ah, like it was so, oh my gosh, my feet were so tired. So like practice. And also another tip is for runway walking, YouTube or Google. So I googled like Kendall, Gigi Hadid, and for guys, do like a top runway model and just kind of mirror them, but add your own spice, because like at the end of the runway you want to be like your little pose, you know, to make sure like you stand out and they remember you. So do like an end of the runway pose where they remember you. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Be on time. You don't want to wait like an hour for a casting. If you know it's an open casting, be on time. Well, not on time, but like be a little early so you don't have to wait that long. I really liked that, and I think that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And I really hope this helps you. I've never found a video on Phxs Fashion Week, so send this to someone who's into modeling or lives in the Phoenix area in case they're interested. I know this happens like every year, and then you also get signed to Agency Arizona if you're picked like as model of the year. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and bye.
Last summer was like a dream, feels like last